Right, we've all seen the England squad be announced, and there's some interesting decisions. I'll put it that way. Look, I like Tuchel. I do like Tuchel, and I trust him. I think he'll get a result for the boys. Um, but yeah, let's start. Harry Maguire. I personally think he should be on the bus. He's been good for England. He's been good for United. Provides a lot of leadership. But honestly, if we're just looking at the opportunities going forward, set pieces at the very minimal. Um, and look, I think Arsenal have changed the game slightly, where a lot of people are gonna understand how important set pieces are now, and you have Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka taking your corners. Can you imagine Maguire at the back stick like Gabriel? That alone he should be on the bus for, in my opinion. But yeah, he provides experience. He's obviously good at pens. And then we're not even getting into defensively. He's been so good for England. He's been so good for United. Um, and again, he's been doing it for a while. And this is a guy with tons of experience, a lot of mental strength clearly because he's been dragged through the mud. And he's come back, and I respect that. I'm glad to see. But yeah, this is one guy. Obviously, you have Gibbs White, fantastic last 2 3 months. He's been good all season. He has the connections with Elliot Anderson. Feel bad for him. I truly feel bad. That one is a tricky one though because you have Eze, Rogers, and Bellingham. I think are the tens that he's taking. And I don't know who out of those you would have to drop for him. So that's a tricky one. It's the same decision with Warden. I like Warden, but I don't know. You're not dropping Rice, you're not dropping Anderson, and you're probably not dropping Manu. So that's a tricky one. Lewis Skelly might even have a sniff. I don't know if he's at left back. We'll see. On the left back, Lewis Hall being left out. That one, if it's for Spence, I think that is criminal. I think if you drop Lewis Hall and take Spence, that is shocking. But we'll have to see. Um, Palmer and Foden, two massive names. I think both are fantastic players, and both, especially Palmer, have done certain things with England. I know a lot of people think Foden's done nothing for England, but I just think there's all like it's a tough decision, and that's where I rate Tuchel for making it. But me personally, I think Foden is a fantastic player. That being said, when you do think about it, I suppose for England, outside of his youth level, he hasn't, performed to his highest level. But Palmer has, and he's provided moments like the Euros, and those to me, like those two, I just think, I respect the decision in the sense like you're not always picking the biggest names and you're just picking the guys that you truly think will fit the system. But at the same time, like Palmer's talent, and he didn't even get minutes last year, and he still provided a lot. Sorry, I said last year. I mean Euros, last tournament. So that one to me is an interesting decision, but he made it, so we'll have to see. Um, yeah, let me know what you think because really, there's a lot of interesting decisions. I like Madueke, and I think he makes Saka better. But let me know what you think. Does he get on the bus? Madueke, honestly, for me, he's been good for England, so I think so. But I'm only phrasing it because a lot of people are phrasing the question, especially because he's over like I just mentioned. I know Foden and Palmer are technically cams, but they can be on the wing. And then left side, yeah, you have Rashford, Gordon. I think that's fair. Ivan Tony. When you go to Saudi, is it the same level? I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think.